Today is June 20th. It is a very hot and bright and sunny day outside over here in Texas. Perfect day to start on haunt builds. So as you can see, I have a ton of wood right here, and the primary focus for the next couple of weeks is to build the facade of the haunt. Now I'll put a picture up right now. As you can see, the facade is this manor, haunted mansion-esque style facade. Entirely made out of wood that I'm about to do right now. A bunch of panels put together to make this shape of the house. The facade is hopefully going to be around 20 feet tall. Each panel is about 8 feet put to stack on top of each other. That's 16 feet plus a 4-foot roof, 20 feet, give or take a few inches here or there. The width of it is going to be, if I do the shortened version, then it'll be about maybe like 12 feet wide. The bigger version, which I'm hoping to do, is going to be about 20 feet wide, so the same as the height. So it's gonna be a massive facade either way. It's gonna have windows, lighting, all that kind of cool stuff. So I'm really excited to get started on it. So without any further ado, let's go ahead and get started on building these panels. Okay, so it is now currently like 8:30 and I started recording at like 3. The reason being is because my drill died, so I had to go and charge it, because I'm not actually building this at my house, I'm building it at another property. So I had to go and charge my drill and then come back and finish. So it is now like 8:30, like I said, and this is all I'm doing for today, these 4 pallets, which honestly is a pretty good bit considering the fact that I haven't done this in a while. So I do still plan to add another pallet to both sides just to make the width of it a little bit bigger, and I plan to cut sort of like a door frame within the actual frame of, or within the pallet itself. Depending on if it's going to be an actual working door, that is a later project to work on for sure. Next week, which you'll probably still see in this vlog of the haunt build, I do plan on spray painting the entire facade, adding window frames, roofing, and a giant clock that's going to go over there on the top pallet, along with the porch. Also, this thing has an actual porch that shoots out like by 4 feet, and it's pretty big, so it's gonna be pretty cool to make an actual like 3D element to this facade for people to walk under. I'm really excited to get this thing going. I'm gonna set it up here and I'll take some footage of it for you guys to see, some lighting on it, also lighting tests on the facade, because you always have to do that. Yeah, I'm super excited for it. This is gonna be in a pretty narrow hallway whenever we do get it set up at the location. So it's going to feel a lot more intimidating than it actually is outdoors, which is kind of what I wanted. Because of course, compared to an actual house, it's not going to look that big, but in a, tighter hallway, this 20-foot tall facade reaching the ceiling, it's going to be pretty impressive. So I'm really excited to see how this thing all plays out. Jumping forward a little bit, it is now July 11th. I don't even remember when the last vlog was, I suppose, for this, but I have just now finished the first full panel, and this is actually the short one of the 3, or one of the short ones. There's 2 short ones and one like super duper tall one. This is one of the shorter ones that's just going to be on the sides, and this thing is already towering. Like, I'm guessing this is probably the size of the 12-foot skeleton, which, that's pretty cool, honestly. Like, for like a facade that's going to be inside a building, I'm pretty happy with how this turned out. I like, just all the details here are really cool. I'm going to be working on the porch now, but I'm happy that I, at least get an idea of what this is actually going to look like. I might shorten this. I'm actually for sure going to, where that first screw is, right there, I'm going to cut it, just so that way the roof is a little bit shorter, because it already kind of fell over once, which was really scary because this thing is super heavy. It's all wood, all entirely wood. So it's super duper heavy, really well made, really sturdy though, so I'm really excited for it. It is now July 17th. I've decided in the process of making this that I'm not really going to be doing haunt builds per se, but more of just haunt vlogs. Think of in the style of haunters such as Jaden's videos or Hauntformer whenever he used to do haunts, where I kind of just jump from date to date and I show you guys the updates of how the haunt is going. We are currently still in the process of the facade. I say we, but I really mean me, because it's basically only been me building this thing. but it's going good so far. I think this is definitely the coolest thing I've ever done for any haunt. Yeah, I'm loving the way it's turning out so far. As you can see, you know, we have a couple of side walls right here with these windows and just some like accent pieces and lanterns and stuff like that. We have 2 of those, and then we have this porch section right here. I'm not anywhere near really finished with it, but you can kind of get a general shape of what it's gonna be like. Our guests can go in, and there's gonna be a roof up here so they can't really see. And there's gonna be another panel right there with a door that can open up, and even like a little bell to ring, because it's supposed to be kind of like a Victorian manor. So a lot of those older homes used to have just like bells to ring basically, instead of like doorbells, you know, so it definitely fits. It kind of almost gives like a church vibe in a way because of the windows, which I really wanted, and I'm loving that look so far. I'm just doing some test lighting tonight, just because I've been wanting to see, you gotta be kidding me, seriously. Okay, thank you. Just because I've been wanting to see what it would look like with lighting, you know, what I have so far, and so far I'm loving it. I can't wait to get more on. It's gonna go vertical now. Like, there's gonna be roofing on these 2 poles up here. It's gonna go vertical with one of these other panels, so it's gonna be super tall. There's gonna be an additional roof on that panel, so it's gonna be massive, and it's already pretty big, just like with like the width of it. But yeah, July 17th, this is what we have so far. Next week I am doing a I guess little brief layout of it at the location. It'll be my only chance to do that. I will mark down some things, and that's how I will know what to buy for the interior design for this thing. And once I do that, hopefully by this point the facade will be finished, meaning I can just go full force on the interior design, because I literally have like a month and a half now, a little less than a month and a half now, to get all of that ready to go. Because once September hits, it is full force to putting this thing together, and once mid-August hits, we are shipping all of this stuff over to the location. So I don't really have a whole lot of time, but I am doing, as you know, the best that I can with it, with the most time that I have right now, and I think it's going so far so good. So I'll catch you guys up in the next section of this vlog. All right, it's the afternoon of July 20-something. I have lost count at this point, and I'm hoping to finish by tonight. I have most of the pieces done. I pretty much just finished with the porch, minus these few things right here. Yeah, we're getting real close to being done with the facade. I'm very excited. I bought some candles so we can have proper lighting with everything, all the lantern pieces and all that. Some little like knick-knack little details like these dream catchers right here. This is the what I call the crown of the facade, because it had, you know, just has the top part of the roof pretty much. This is the highest point of the facade. It's going to reach about 20 feet, which is insane. This is the part I'm nowhere really near being done with. I got the roof on. This is gonna have a window, a clock, another window, and some decorative pieces, of course. It shouldn't take too long though. I already got the hard part of the way. So yeah, I will catch you guys later tonight. I, in fact, did not record anything that night. Actually, I didn't do anything of that night. Instead, I almost cut my finger off while making it, which postponed the entire thing by 12 days. So yeah, we're a little bit behind. And to make matters even worse, I went to the school and I kind of got some rules on how the facade can be exactly. And everything I'm doing so far is fine, except for the height. It was going to be 20 feet originally, but as I was constructing it, we realized 20 feet was way too tall to even transport the thing or just make sure it's safe, really. Which was my bad, really, on my end for just thinking too big into it. So we shortened it down to like 16 feet, and then I got word that the facade can't be any taller than 2 feet less than the ceiling of the hallway that I'm using. Like it's, you know, fire rules and stuff. So I then have to lower it even more. So now I have lowered it to 13 feet, which is, or 14 feet, which is still pretty tall. Like it's still very intimidating, but it's just been a big hassle having to take this thing apart over and over again, take all the details off, lower it by 2 feet, and then put everything back on. But it's there now, it's done, and you guys will see the finished results here in a bit. All right, ladies and gentlemen, it is now August 8th. That is how long this haunt vlog has been going on for. I started mid to late June, and it is now about to be mid-August. And we have just mostly completed the facade, and that is about it. Okay, little note to those of you who might be, you know, starting to do stuff like this. Always check in with the safety rules, like the fire rules, before you do anything at all. Like, it doesn't matter how confident you think you are in something. always double check, because that's what happened here. This is okay, but it was taller beforehand, like by 2 feet, and that was 2 feet too big. And so I had to take it all apart and cut it down at that top piece. And it still is really tall. It's 14 feet tall. It's absolutely imposing and towering. And it looks great in my opinion, but it's a hassle. This thing has taken so incredibly long, so much longer than I intended for it to take. And of course that's, you know, with other things as well. But I'm happy with it. I think it turned out really nice, and the lighting, whenever all the effects are turned on it, and the ambiance is there, this thing is going to be an incredible entranceway for this haunted house. It's all entirely out of wood. It's going to be sturdy here in a bit. And yeah, we ship it out in a couple of weeks to the location. And so I am super excited for people to finally see it, you know, get people's first reactions on this thing. I just can't wait to get started with it, really. But yeah, this is going to pretty much end this haunt vlog, which was on the facade. I know it wasn't the most like crazy haunt vlog ever, but I was just, you know, really busy with this, which is also why I haven't really been uploading a whole lot of videos recently, just because I've been working on this non-stop out in this Texas heat. It really kills you. So yeah, anyways guys, that's gonna do it for this haunt vlog. I will update y'all whenever we get it shipped out. I will update y'all whenever we start interior work on this thing, because that is coming up this week. Thanks for watching. I appreciate it so much, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.